look, they like to play aggressive, and in terms of the comp, well, it is actually going to be the double duelist I was talking about.
Yeah, it's the old Ascend comp, right? Like, with the...
But with the double duelist.
Yeah, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
In yet another year of competition. The expectations on them a lot higher now than they would have been before. Zus, we know what he's capable of, already signing on the dotted line. Just the one kill.
Heretics well and truly have got a hold on towards a heaven. FOKUS going to respect her. The spike making its way very slowly.
Boo waiting. Just looking for that timing. The wall has gone off, though. That's cut him away from the rest of the team. Benji with the first of those kills.
Still keeping things competitive, but it's Mini Boo once again. Optimistic, a player who, let's be honest, has shown it before, and he's beginning to show it now. 1 versus 1, up against Boo. A quick flash, and well, it's just a glimpse. Mystic waiting for his real opportunity, trying to hack the spike, but can't quite get it. Boo has played this magnificently. The spike far too low for Mystic to even get it defused. It will be around to Heretics.
And already some pressure put towards B main. Information in the garage. Mystic, edge of the smoke. This is where he will excel. Rians goes down. Still 3 rifles to play around with Heretics, but they've just...
looking to see what he can find, but... I mean, with Benji close, they need to be playing together, but they're not. They're disconnected. Benji gets caught, and still they're hemorrhaging players. The rifles boost down to 1 HP.
Spike gonna go down. As you say, no real upgrades here that FOKUS can make. Lewis has the Spectre, and the nade is perfect. It's denied the spike plant.
Hazza, time is so low. Miniboo either has to try and get the frags or has to commit to the spike. He's off it, and Zus will get the kill. FOKUS with a brilliant eco round.
They have taken control of vents now.
Zus 1v1, waiting
Shoulder.
for the swing. Yep, there it is. Easy collected. Boo out all on his own. No tradability at all.
In terms of shutting down the A-hold, Lewis in a great elevated position, and Woot is so late behind that main smoke. The Spectre hits nothing, but VALORANT's the brick wall they run into. Numbers now for FOKUS.
Mystic being able to avoid the eye. And well, Zus has already got rid of Miniboo. It's up to Riens now. He's been good before, but yeah. Too much to ask of him. Zus maybe waiting for the smoke to drop, but it doesn't come. Now 3 players send themselves forward, and he is caught. Showstopper in, even gets Mystic. That's 2 upgrades that Heretics can work with. One of them is the operator though, so just be wary. It might not be as easy as what you think. And there is even a res. And I think FOKUS might be locked out without a key. Waiting for the Cosmic Divide to finally stop and then perhaps explode like a powder keg. Here we go, in they go. And it's all Heretics to light up the kill feed. One over the line. FOKUS trying to get those rifles out.
How many guns can they leave with? It's a scorched earth policy from VALORANT, but he goes up in smoke, as does the round. Heretics
now on the attack side up, one that we usually associate with Zus.
Dangerous game you play here as well for Zus. I said not wanting to disrespect the utility. Also realizing perhaps that the B side of the map is a little bit more of a weak point. VALORANT's setup has been elsewhere.
Ball hasn't been used by Rienge yet, but finally it has, so no more audibles for FOKUS to work with. Again, more delay coming through. That's what's so strong from Heretics.
Oh,
lovely from Benji. Still, the players are lying on the outskirts. In fact, I think the white towel has been thrown in.
With as much as they possibly can. Heretics have filled their boots here. Brilliant double from Benji.
Small sprints. Or you could just go flat out, right? Pedal to the metal, straight into an execute.
Heretics don't want that for this round. It's rifles and another pacey take.
Yeah, into the Cypher setup, or what was left of it, as it's offline entirely. That was before VALORANT got taken out. And well, Heretics, the pace change seems to be working so well. A team that's so good at micro and playing off one another will get dismantled by Zus's operator. It's so good, man. Rien stuck in the corner, and now it's just the 2 players on site.
It's taken down, and it's the Blood Brothers Boo once again. Trade on the ult. Only the big bro left.
He's so good for a clutch. Unfortunately, will not happen. FOKUS straight out of the timeout will make it 6 and at least even on the half.
But it wasn't as inclined for the blast packs. As you can see, he just flies straight past. It was deeper traps that VALORANT was trying to play off, and that's the value you then get from Benji's stun back sight.
Yeah, Zus has done so well with that operator. Weird Cosmic Divide, Hazza.
Yeah, all the way across the map. At the very least, it helps them saw a potential aggressive player towards B. Lewis has been taken down. If there was an op there, it's gone, and it is anyway.
It's a complete fake. It's towards A, and Rienz has done God's work being over there. Works against Heretics as FOKUS takes space away from the Spanish organisation. Players getting caught off guard. Mystics TP behind, and still got the kill. Now it's all up to VALORANT. The German Sentinel takes lie in wait. They've got a stun. They've got an eye to confirm exactly where Aloe is, but he has absolutely no chance as time starts to tick away, and we're expecting this to be a Heretics round.
Really nice round from Heretics. At times, and with that in mind, you lose one map, you only have one more map to save yourself in Swiss.
I mean, Hazza, now looking at this though, right, the side swap. Both teams go into the, you'd argue, lesser sides.
Requirement for them to come back into this map.
A trap being set by Heretics. You can see that they're looking to play off the stun of Benji. But Lewis is just going to send it in. He's actually trying to be aided by the paranoia, but Heretics, it is a shooting gallery at the end of the day. As FOKUS now look to try and look at other avenues. But every place they go, they walk into a Heretics player.
Off-season in that EU versus NA event, of course. And looking white hot coming into this one. Clipping away at the coattails of Mystic. He's not even going to go for the plant. The pull takes him into the open, and Rienz will add the finishing.
Try something different, but it will not be the case. Heretics will just be facing up against pistols.
I think something that I really like as well with Split and Pearl back in the map pool is those were the maps with chip damage is what we're talking about right now. We're not in patch 9.11 just yet, so no regen shields. This is all going to count for something.
Yeah.
It gets suppressed, and Woot is peering right over the top. Keeping himself healthy, still 5 players.
Yeah, they've not accounted for Boo repositioning towards CT. It's a quick clean-up, easy enough at the end of the day. It's Mystic all on its own again for the second round.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think it was sort of a necessary maneuver from Boo to just stand in there. That is ridiculous. It's slow-mo. Woot, 2 bullets, 2 kills. Movement error, his best friend, I suppose. Just outside audible range. I don't think Heretics heard that one, but Woot may have spotted it. Another flash, it's gone wide, but Rienz hits the mark dead on. But it's in those pairs that support each other, complement so well. Boo doesn't have a fragment available, but Woot, with a star in his pockets, just going to hold on to it. The Vandal does the talking. Zus walks the walk, but he's straight in, and so is Mystic. So disjointed, a disconnect from FOKUS towards the tail end of this round. With fate now in the hands of the Hourglass, Hoodie has a chance to actually get the spike in the backline.
Yeah, we've not seen him for a while, Hazza, but Benji has walked out the completely different direction.
VALORANT still hanging around the backlines. The pressure is put deal with the attackers, but the crossfire lays in wait, waiting to be trapped, to be triggered. Instead, Hoodie peeks solo, means the Nightfall is back online. They have the info, but at the same time, they don't know where these players are. Open plant will play against them. Now they know Mystic's pain, and Benji will stick as Heretics hang on.
There is no way a condition of VALORANT in heaven doesn't hit his shots. Unreal from Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, the util not as good perhaps for Heretics on that round. The flash slightly missed, but it didn't really matter because I think when you hear the cue of it flying in, Lewis was expecting to turn his head anyway.
And that's a third. So you know 3's towards B. FOKUS can now start to make their way or make inroads towards the A site.
VALORANT at the front, Rienz hung out to dry all by himself, and Benji nowhere in sight, not near enough to bury the body. He'll peek back out into a paranoia, yet still the correction of his aim is clean enough. This lends Heretics the man advantage.
Trying to go a little bit further, Mystic gets punished, but we're still looking towards your boy Lewis, and he's just going to hold on to CT.
If you're Hoodie right now, you've got to be thinking about all of the tools to deny the plant on A, and for that reason, you just simply had to wait for the lurk. Yeah, Heretics starting to go through the gears now, wake up slowly, grumbling a little bit, you know, but here we are.
Woot's all on his own towards backside here.
You haven't really seen him set up any of those stars in the choke to actually defend himself here. He places one in his form quickly, but it is ill-timed. Just about gets back out of it. Zus there. FOKUS trying to take as much space as they can with the contact, but the pop falls flat. It's Boo and Woot in tandem to make it a 3 versus 1 clutch attempt with that confirmation of his position backside, and the works come out of the woodworks here. He's tethered, and with the double swing, swing, it makes for number 11.
I mean, Hazza is just the protocol. Creating that crossfire over like the usual default plant spot. Everything about it is just unreal, and he's raining down terror from that rafter spot.
Some really nice counter utility there as well, you would have seen.
And I don't think there'll be much of a buy coming into the next for FOKUS. This could perhaps be last chance saloon up against Heretics.
To 100. Heretics setting themselves for the retake, utility to come through. Something from the playbook here. It's just information from Boo initially. Now they pull the trigger.
Yeah, they've got a set retake utility that they're looking to use. Showstopper has found its value, and well, the Cosmic Divide will be introduced as well. FOKUS have changed their eyesights, where they want to go and attack, and it's towards Heaven. It's messy, and it's been left to Boo in Heaven. The spike is going to be diffused, and it's going to be match point. And they've even heard the updraft from Zus, so they've got an idea that the Jet's here, and that knife is massive.
All 5. So now Heretics know that gamble can be made in full. Miniboo plowing through mid with Woot right behind him. It falls onto the triad of Heretics players here to shut down the push. Benji investing the ult.
FOKUS looking to slow the pace down straight away.
Here they go.
Heretics not allowing them to. Looking to assault the position that they managed to find themselves. It still goes even either side, and that Red's coming through. That stun's massive, and they'll get rid of Hoodie for this round. We're back to a 4v4.
Another big. Thinking about the possibility of contact there, but even then, if you go to B, you still have Miniboo lurking around, and you've got to beat Woot if you want to get there first, and they will.
I mean, the neuro theft is massive, but Min's pocket.
Oh, huge from Miniboo. He actually dropped the boombot towards Garage, so they might still think that he's here. He's coming back through mid instead, but it doesn't matter because Lewis has found a hat trick. Can he fill his shoes with any more? He certainly can. A quad kill.
The players are playing. It almost feels like a BYOC LAN, the way that all the teams have been screaming against one another. In fact, it was Lewis, when I was speaking to him yesterday, that told me that it's actually really hard to scrim because of the amount of screams and the amount of how loud people are round about you.
Trying to make this A main push once more. Again, onto the breach. Team Heretics here. It's a solo fight, which Benji would have to take, but he's in good company. Rians has already found the first of those picks. The util, it can delay, but the inevitable 3 kills away from finding their first map of the off-season.
Something to note is Heretics should know that FOKUS like to try and poke in towards the back lines. They need to be careful of this.
Oh, but so does Lewis. He did it on the previous round, but you can't pull the same kind of thing twice against Heretics. They will punish you for it, and Woot still hangs around. He knows of VALORANT now. Hoodie, a little bit of a distraction, which he makes the most of. Still 2 kills onto Aloe, and take us to overtime.
Heretics maybe just a bit wary in case he was trying to go for a luck.
Oh, Benji did miss the aftershock, so it has given FOKUS going through the motions. After a strong first half, they want to play this one out to the very depths. It's going down to the wire. Alorante has his first, but Riens will clean up, and the sophomore year starts with success for Los Niños. They'll defuse to win their first map, 13-11.
Yeah, well, Hazza, while it starts with success, something to note, it wasn't without a little bit of turbulation. And yeah, for Heretics, yeah, just warming back up, going through the motions, starting to grow into their year as it begins now. And you can see here, Heretics, they're all close in kills.
Off for them here. Sure, you want to deliver for the sake of NA and bragging rights, but here we go, man. Fnatic in the off-season are actually going to bring out the Yoru ISO comp, so a little bit like what we see from them on Haven.
As Fnatic look to take their time trying to move up towards mid, an idea that Rossi is there towards like A, and Alpha will be the first one to get first blood. Oxy off the board.
Fnatic 3 players to the good here into their execute.
Yeah, this is a site that's notoriously hard to hold. With time being so low, the spike will probably go down with much less contention, right? Moose doesn't want to give that away. The gravity well not working out. Yeah, something that Alpha Air's been holding on to is that undercut, the vulnerability. Chronicle already, though, takes Zeppa off the board, keeping it an even contest between the two. The utility has been decent so far, but it's the time that's getting low, trying to push forward. They've still not taken Vic off of the spike. The undercut will do work, and so will Alpha Air.
You'll often see the player on that common angle towards top side. He has been revealed instead, and yeah, they're just going to bait that one straight in. Hook, line, and sinker. Alphair reels him into his direction, and it's a nasty one tap to open the B side.
Yeah, but the players for C9 are trying to flood back in, or at least hold for backside. They do so successfully. Spike's still not down.
Such an important part of the map. They'll still keep a foothold on it, C9, but stripped with another kill. 3 players in this area, only Oxy to hold it down, but when he gets going, nothing can stop him.
Spike still down, time ticking away. Alpha will at least get it back in hand, but Oxy all in the middle, all on his own. Rossi downs the Spike again. It's up to Boaster, it's up to the captain, but with 4 seconds left, yep, it'll be as easy as that.
Which really became an issue. I loved the combo, even with the vulnerable there as well, to flush out any players stacked in position.
Doesn't know quite enough about Oxy in his position. It's now pushing Fnatic though towards the A site because they have information, or that C9 know that no one's towards B main. He'll catch the Kayak's TP back out.
Alpha, yeah, gets the first. Kayak a little delayed in terms of trading that out, and here is Oxy, his chance to make a mark. Gets one, but Sayonara has him beat. Hell to rights, 3-on-3. Flank still coming in from Boaster. The line has to hold. Alpha, yeah, gets one. He's bought enough time for his IGL. Smoke towards the direction of the spike. It directly on it. Paranoia comes in. Boaster looking for the TP, but there's just enough time.
The way through mid. C9 have an idea though, right? Because you're starting to see this crossfire set up between Rossi and Zeppa.
I love the info denial on this Viper Orb as well. Kayak can get so close before they walk back out of it. It goes down. Rossi, double kill. And Zeppa, the last line of defense between Chronicle and the B plant. For him to try and figure something out here. Has the snake bite.
They've got a timing towards the A side through Link. That Spike down. They will know it's the B side.
Zeppa just has to be aware of it, keeping half an eye. It's still a 1v1 for all intents and purposes. Chronicle left down to his own devices, but so capable to carry Fnatic through. The cornerstone of this roster is starting to get going on Abyss. It won't be planted for him. The bite around the corner is difficult to land. It's missed the mark. It won't be on Moose's position, but the crosshair hits his head for a Fnatic 4.
Mr. Reliable! Confirmation from our replay, guys, at how close that spike plant was.
0.16.
That one-way goes up again. Oh, it's not even a one-way, it's just a pure blocker. So Fnatic now starting to use their execute util.
Go in, Alphair with the double tap, leading the charge. Nice tag from Sayonara, can't quite get the second. Vic playing around the smoke, gets his first, looking for more. Chronicle shuts it down. Fnatic on the site. C9 playing off it, seemingly Rossi able to do damage. That's 2 from the Hunter's Fury.
Down in terms of what they can use, there's only 1 blind side and 2 shock darts on Sayonara. It's the two of the youngest on the roster. Kayak getting 2 of his own. It's up to the 16-year-old to bring it up again.
Sayonara has the reveal, can try and use this to play around. Now the cue of the drop. Knows that Oxy's up close, finishes him off without any hassle at all. Moose, the other side of him, a consistent player for C9, a mainstay in their America's roster last year, but it's the new boy who's teaching them some tricks.
About where he could possibly end up in his career. Unreal, just the way he played that round and just how easy it was for him, right? No panic, so mature in his performance.
This is vintage Kayak that we're seeing here as well. That peak taken toward, which now Fnatic will explode from. This is a very pacey take by their books.
Dimensional drift being used has to gain the information that they need. It hasn't resulted in the kill until now. Zeppa getting spammed out, and even invest in the Viper's pit to make it more secure in towards Link, but Oxy is making sure the whole site. Spike finally making its way forward. The pit being dropped indicates that Chronicle is out of it, and C9 Rossi will clean it up.
Here from the defender's side, I was, really impressed with Oxy holding position, and for Fnatic,
take flight towards there. Instead, Fnatic are looking to push themselves towards A, putting utility forward. Mush trying to use the shorty, but he only finds the fake out from Kayak.
Booth. Double up into the corner as well. Rossi was here too. A couple more kills from the fragging IGL. They've dropped bodies on the site, but there's still 2 more to get through.
All down. Paranoia pushes Kayak even further forward. That snake bite will land towards the player behind, but it doesn't hit Zeppa. Chronicle now up above, up against Zeppa. Will easily collect and confirm the advantage on the next half for Fnatic.
I like this from Rossi. He's just such a capable individual, as I said before. First time as the IGL of this team, but co-calling a lot of the time and kind of having that pressure take.
As Fnatic now look to send themselves into B.
A position that you should perhaps expect Boaster to be in as the rest of the execute makes its way through. Strong arming this side of the push is Kayak. A double headshot from the player on the former mini Apex team now is...
Yeah, now a little pause, but with time so low, this Hunter's Fury creating delay is massive. Sayonara chops the head of Zeppa.
Rings, Phantom in hand, but little young players, and Chronicle has wedged himself right in the middle. Rossi removes him. Thorn from the side. Low HP on Fnatic here, but C9 just have nowhere to go. Oxy needs one bullet and a half stick if there's any chance that he can win this against Sayonara. He's looking for the duel. Sayonara's looking for the P, which he will win.
Again,
The mentorship being seen in the way that they've played this cohesive so far. It's onto the shoulders of Kayak to get things started.
Find inroads deep into enemy lines. Moose is all on his own and he can't even win the first engagement. Now they send it in and upset the post plant that C9 were trying to set up. Need to be careful as now Fnatic are trying to send themselves forward. Vic holding on to main and it's back to a 2v2. Didn't think about Chronicle being towards heaven and Chronicle didn't think about Zeppa.
Boaster in another clutch. He thrives in this kind of environment.
Well, he'll need to thrive here. He'll need to show us something because Zeppa has certainly been hitting heads, although Boaster will gain control of the spike. It's halved at the very least. Another tap to show that it is half, and Zeppa gives himself up by dropping off on the edge of 8. Alpha needs to be careful, but he doesn't because he's got the support of Sayonara. The undercut made people vulnerable, and the Bulldog gets to work.
Looking more and more one-sided, smokes in towards top site. Boaster mirrors it, TP in one tag onto the scout, but instead, look, it's the stingers that come through. In any kind of fashion to win it out, it would be Sayonara. Damage on the first. All three players are hit. They're within striking distance for the young Moldovan talent. Jumping out wide, Rossi will take him off the face of the earth. 3 from him.
Caught off guard, didn't realise that there was a force and allowed C9 to get close to them.
Yeah, it was sort of a one-way put up by Boaster, hoping that the Marshal would be able to do more on the longer line to get some bang for their buck. A couple of Sheriffs, Alpha with a rogue rifle in the mix. Is going to have the double tap, a way to get himself back on site. Look at this from C9. Proactivity in towards the tower. They have the owl drone to try and make their way there. Sayonara has one on the way back through, but the trades just aren't quite coming in. Fnatic fighting solo, and it's actually working out.
The rifles on the site as well, Hazard, because those players are in main.
Who's going to possibly try and give this one a go? Zeppa's vulnerable inside the smoke. Only a couple bullets of spam needing to land on his position. The defuse just a tap. Vic's fallen off the map. And Chronicle now with a real serious chance against Moose. The one-on-one between the controllers, and Moose will nail him. C9 continuing to make steps. What even happened there? I hope we have a replay. Oh, we do. Yeah, here it is. Oh, he was trying to make the jump. I think he crouched a little bit too early. That's unfortunate. Yeah. For a second, I thought we had a POV. Production would have been evil for that one. But no, C9 happy to capitalize off the back of this. A game of chance as he was looking for the timing towards danger, but the execute is now coming in, and he's the one off site. It's Alfier instead, all hands on deck.
Hunter's Fury as well, and players are actually pinged out through an info dart, trying to play through the cosmic divide.
The backside, I think. No, it isn't. It is just the default one, but the star is yet to be used. Finally drops down, but Kayak's already up close and personal. Vic's not going to see this one coming, but still, he is aware of it. Acute meets his maker at the end. Sayonara one back. The Gravwell just slightly off of his position. They can now start to work. So what, 2 versus 2 still from this position. They've managed to get it half down to the one-on-one. Sayonara's been so good in these so far. up against Moose. He will continue to try and bait him in, but Moose stands tall yet again.
What we saw in that last round, though, Hazza, was C9 did use a couple of the big ultimates.
They're always happy to... Sayonara's been playing Vent for most of this defender's side, and it's the same push that we saw in the previous. They just don't have the weapons to defend it this time.
Yeah, Chronicle has got a lot of utility to contend with, and his wall drops at the wrong time as well. Moose is holding on to the backline, who's in the spawn of the attackers.
Moose just so valuable into the late round, and he's got his finger on the pulse, but it'll be a flat line for him as Kayak wipes him from the board.
Heaven in their control, they can look towards that later. They know mid is clear now, and they know exactly where the last two are. Time is low, and well, it's you looking to try and get rid of as many rifles as possible, but it's C9 who rid the server of
questions about this defense, really, and what kind of combinations they can give to us here. Ult brought in by Alfia, has the Bulldog to try and work with, looking to try and find that second pick, and he just wins every single time in his ult. Couple of missed shots from Oxy, finally. Oxy's hit everything! He has come to life in the blink of an eye. And with Chronicle trying his best, it's not enough. The ace from Oxy. Which one? Every bullet magnetic from the magazine. 1, 2, 3. He even hit a shot onto Alpha's shield there as well. Just when Fnatic looked like that retake had some legs to it, that there was a pin though. You will know the 30-second timer just now hit. C9 on their execute towards the A site. Mid-duel about to go down. Alfia peeking into the off shot. Moose not able to hit that one, but when he does, Alfia's prepared. Sayonara from the vent now. It is a split retake from Fnatic, but they're going through the motions.
C9 are just given 1v1s, and Fnatic have been winning them. Well, for the most part, 2 out of 3. Still got Oxy alive, and so is Vic. We're back to a even, just for a moment, before Vic takes the advantage for himself. Oxy compounding that, looking to take 12. C9 will hit map point first.
Vic as well, all of the names that you would have wanted. This is so tough from Moose. He's just threaded a button onto his shirt there with that bullet, but now, looking at it, I mean, yeah, Fnatic felt so disjointed in that retake once they had the advantages. Fnatic are collecting information of their own. Well, the null command will go off, but it's an empty site. Nobody's home. Fnatic preparing for this retake, but Moose has been so good at guarding the back line.
Fnatic need to be careful and clear below them. The paranoia's been sent either way, and it's Vic again who takes that initial pick. C9 look to take that best step forward and win out their first series. 2 to the good.
Great opportunity for them to do so. It's Oxy again. The blades coming in. Sayonara one back, but this post plant.
It is 2v4 Hazza and a Hunter's Fury to rely upon if you're C9. This is looking all but confirmed. They're looking to send themselves to 1 and all. Not before Chronicle at least get 1. That's it. C9 will win out.
Huge result for Cloud9 in the end. And finally, we see Blue Skies in their off-season. That one map win against NRG previous should have been a warning to a super team like Fnatic themselves. Their defense, something that they need to work on as well. Looking at the performance here, though, of the individuals, Rossi, we spoke about him so much in the build-up. He didn't just deliver from the IGL front when it came to calling the attack side.